Patron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to one and all. This is your first time here. I'm the big fella Scruff. And what I'm trying to do is put trading in the real world. Maybe show you a trick or two along the way. So if you find value and that sounds good, do take a second to hit that subscribe button. Genuinely helps and motivates me to do more. And we'll crack on. So grab your coffee, because I've got mine. And we all know Scruffy likes it coffee. But he loves the charts. And I genuinely do. And I'm about to go into market on the Aussie dollar. It's looking reasonable. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put an order just shy of where it's at. There. And the plan, right, it's gone into market, which is excellent. Okay. Because it's on kind of a heavy sell. And it's coming into a level. Now, I don't often trade into a level this close. And I'll tell you for why. Because it can be a potential bounce point. However, if you're looking at this, there is solid selling pressure coming in. Big selling pressure. So, it seemed reasonable to start preempting this. Because in and around the area might be okay, and then we'll just look to see if it breaks through. Okay, there's a decent amount of reason as to why. Now, if we pull this back out, you can see the reason right in front of you. Look at the reds. Strong, loads of volume, lots of pressure. When it's pushing up, not so much. You know, small bodies. One big one, but even that big one has a huge tail at the top, telling you the sellers are there. And sure enough, in they come. Now, when you see things like this, it gives you a bit of confidence to go into market and, well, put a half decent trade on. Now, if you bear with me a second, I'm going to be replicating this trade on my prop. Which is here. So I'm doing the self-same trade. So I'm going to open up a trade on this one, just like so. I just want to make certain it's in place. There we go. Just put my stops and targets in. There we go. Right. Sorry. What you see here is all live, guys. Everything I do is in the moment, and what you see is what you get. All right. So what we're seeing here is this drag down. Now let's take this out to the daily a second. Look at this. Look at the volume inside of that day candle. So there's a good opportunity for this to come down. Now, even if it tails in a wicks, now, maybe that's a bit ambitious, so we'll put it to the base of there, okay? So maybe it's 20 pips. That'll do, all right? It can wick. Get your jobs done, sorted, all right? And again, it's just looking at this. Now, there is an argument saying, well, if it's gone up, it's come down, it's gone up, and it's back at the same place, surely it'll bounce up. It might. It may well do that. But at the moment, until it tells me otherwise, this thing's going down. And that's exactly what's happening here. It's pushing down. All right. So, take it to the 4 hour. You can see that. Still got another hour of this candle before it shuts off. So who's to say it won't sell for the end of the hour and then move? Well, that hour will be enough to get down into here. Down. There we are. Now, if I'm going to stage, I can stage up to this level, gets beyond that level. Well, I'm possibly wrong. You know, barrier 1, barrier 2. Think about getting out. 15-minute. No sign of collapse. Everything is there. Small bodies, big chunks. Boom, 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 boom. No big tall wicks. That tells me that there's no sort of any way that the buyers are there pushing. Take it to 5 minutes. And again, red, 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 red. Now, an ideal place to enter was around here, this area. But we've got an hour left of the 4-hour candle. That's got a lot of strength in it. So I'm just going to watch it and let it play out. Catch you at the end. Okay, guys, that's just kind of stopped me out. Not the best trade in the world. Well, it is. 20 quid. Wow. Now, what I was wanting was it to push down that little bit. Now, it may well push down off this. It's got under the level and it can move down. It's 20 past 1. I've been at this all day. I've done okay on my prop account, what I was actually working on today. I'll just kind of pull that over a little bit. There you are. So 178 quid. So I'm not really fussed. Just get that out of the way. So I still made what I need to today. But in this trade, it was a good exercise in it's coming to a level, there's going to be activity, be very careful, etc., etc. And don't swing at the fences and don't tempt fate. That's why I pulled my stops in. Let it self-manage. Let it move every 5 pips. So let it run 5, move 5. Didn't do it. So what does that tell you? Tells you that the steam is running out. Now, as we were talking, I did suspect that this may well stall at this point because we don't actually know what the future brings. But if it ran, because there was a probability that it could possibly spike, like what it's done in the past, if we go out to the daily, there's the daily, it could spike. And it still may well do that. And I may enter the market again. In fact, let's have a quick look at it. Should I? Shouldn't I? No. The circumstances of what I'm looking for have changed, which means it would be foolhardy to look into this market now. And that's the other side. If you have a bad day, you have a bad day. Just accept it. And am I worried? Well, I've got 20 quid more than I started with. It's not the best in the world. But my other account, what I was actually concentrating on today, did really well. So I still paid for the day, so it doesn't matter. And that's the job. Getting paid. You know. But get paid in a safe, logical way. And that's it. So not the best. But again, it's a lesson in what to do when the trade isn't going to plan. Cut and run is what I do, rather than tempt fate. Pull the stops in. So if it did run away from me, it would just take me out the trade. And if it did run for me, brilliant. So there you go. Kind of a bad trade from Scruff, but a well-managed one. You know. Now I did put on a little poll about how we go forward with doing morning calls and one thing and another, and we've got like 9-10% saying they don't want them. I'll show you, but you tell me. Go into the post, it's in the community section, and I've put a little poll on because my videos are not really doing very well. The views and the likes and everything, they're just virtually non-existent. And it takes a lot of time for me to do it. So I put the poll on about doing the strength, and it's on a reward basis. Don't get 50 likes. I won't get up at 6:30 in the morning to make a video that nobody's going to watch or care about. Today we did a poll where if I get 10 votes that say yes, I'll do it tomorrow, and tomorrow needs 50 likes. And as we can see, we've got 91% of 32 votes wanting it. So I will make it tomorrow, and I'll do my best. But for the ones who couldn't care less, just don't watch it. Just don't watch it. It's that simple. You know, I can only show you what I do on a daily basis and try and inspire you into being a better trader. But as I've said many times, there's no shortcuts in trading. And if you think X marks the spot and you're going to sort of find the magic system, no. We discussed this today, actually. I was in a meeting with the 5%ers and Trade Delicious. And do check out Trade Delicious. Jordan's a cool guy. And we were discussing the different aspects of trading. And you can have two traders with completely different opinions, but they're both right. Because there's only one measuring stick in trading. Start with 0, end with 1. That's it. You know, how you get there doesn't matter, as long as you do. So if you're stuck, I am very amenable. You want to sort of see trading in the real world, come along to our Discord group. You'll be made very welcome. We have Zoom calls every day where we talk through the issue of the day, whether it's mindset, the chart, whatever. It's always an open chat. And if you just want to have a chat, check the Telegram out. It's free. No dickheads in there. And if you are a dickhead, don't bother coming in because I'll kick you straight out. No sellers, anything like that. Happy days. Find all the links and useful other links down below. So as always, guys, trade well, keep a risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.